Have you ever wondered how a meticulously planned operation could go terribly wrong in the blink of an eye? This tale of an attempted robbery in broad daylight is a chilling reminder of how quickly the tables can turn. On a seemingly ordinary day, Anthony James and Donald Cruz were persuaded by Kirk Dean, also known as Kay Lowe and Antoine Crowder, to participate in a planned robbery. Little did they know that this decision would lead to a series of unforeseen events. The next day, Kay Lowe and Crowder rendezvous with James at the home of Cruz and James's grandmother. Vakima Ensley, Cruz's fiancée, becomes an unwitting accomplice when Dean convinces her to lend him her car. The four men then set off on their mission, armed with latex gloves and a sense of invincibility. Meanwhile, an armored truck driven by James Jones of Gardacash Logistics pulls up to the CVS. Jones's colleague, Whitaker, enters the store to accept a deposit of approximately $10,000. As he exits the store, he's ambushed by Kay Lowe, Cruz, and James. A botched attempt to draw a gun gives Whitaker enough time to draw his own weapon. Shots are fired, and Dean sustains injuries to his jaw and elbow. In the ensuing chaos, the assailants retreat. Kay Lowe, despite his injuries, insists on going back after Whitaker. A struggle ensues between Kay Lowe and Cruz, who urges him to go to the hospital. Eventually, Kay Lowe is forced into the car and Crowder drives away. Meanwhile, Cruz and James flee on foot, discarding evidence as they run. They are apprehended a few blocks away from the CVS, identified by Jones, and subsequently arrested for attempted robbery. Simultaneously, Crowder speeds towards the hospital with an injured Dean. However, by the time they reach the hospital, Kay Lowe has sustained another gunshot wound, this one to his head. Crowder, in an attempt to distance himself from the crime, wipes the car clean of fingerprints and leaves Dean in the car. Kay Lowe is later discovered by an emergency room nurse, but despite the best efforts of the medical team, he succumbs to his injuries. Crowder is later apprehended by the police in connection with the attempted robbery. This tale serves as a chilling testament to the adage that crime does not pay.